Hi, welcome to our second episode of our amazing podcast. I am Maisie, the head of commercial, and I'm joined by
Laura, head of operations.
Yay! So this episode will be all the fun stuff,
Yeah.
all the good stuff, just about transferring your travel and kind of like the legalities and like the background to it. Let's get started.
Let's get going.
Kick it off.
For sure. So legal considerations are beyond contracts and regulations. They influence everything we do, from customer experience and as well how we operate as a business at Transfer Travel.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is that billions of dollars are wasted every year on travel and not being able to go on your travel holidays. So kind of cancellations and last minute bookings are a big thing right now.
Huge. And I mean, like in terms of like $1 billion industries, like in 2019 it was worth about 50 billion, which is insane, and that was quite a few years ago, so
Yeah.
it's only going up from now. And I think there's more of like an appetite for it anyway, like especially because like I think the travel landscape's a little bit crazy, a lot of disruptions, there's a lot going on, so it's prevalent, like it's a big issue, it happens a lot. I suppose, like, why would you not want bums in seats anyway?
No, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. And wasting, I think, sustainability as well now.
Yeah.
Wasting flights and is not the one.
It's definitely, do you know what I wouldn't recommend?
No,
No.
don't do it. Don't waste your flight.
No.
And I think a lot of it is about education as well. So not a lot of people know that you can transfer your flights or name change fees.
Yeah, so I think another thing is like safety. So you've like, if you are gonna transfer your travel, you know, like kind of whether it's you being a seller or a buyer, like how you partake in it, I think you need to prioritize your safety, like online, like phishing. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, scams. There's so many. Even just with like, I know it's not particularly travel, but like concert tickets and stuff like that, like that's huge. I think using a platform that's built for that and for that purpose is the best way to go. Yeah,
because there's lots of scammers on, say, Facebook Marketplace, for instance.
Oh yeah, Facebook's really bad for it.
Yeah, it's not a secure platform, which is just needed with fraud.
And I think as well, like it gets quite confusing. Like I think because there's so many different types of travel. How do I transfer it? What are the vibes? Like where do we go from here?
Yeah.
So I know, for example, there's maybe like 3 key types of travel. So like your individual travel. So if you just book like a flight through like Ryanair, or you just book through like an aggregator like booking.com or something like that, you just book something singular, you've not got a lot of protection there. Like if anything goes wrong or if you need to transfer it, you're kind of stuck up to whatever the provider terms are that they have, like whether you can or you can't.
Yeah.
And we also have linked travel arrangements. I hate these because they're just so confusing. Like it's just so confusing. So the linked travel arrangements are governed by the Package Travel Directive. I think from 2015. Might be making that up. Hopefully not. So basically, that's where there's 2 or more services from different providers, but they are linked in a way. So whether like you've gone from one website to another and you've ended up, you know, buying your insurance or buying a flight from a hotel or something like that, like it kind of connects, so that makes it linked.
Yeah.
You do have a little bit of, I wouldn't say leeway, but you know, they're a little bit more flexible, like you've got a bit more coverage basically with that. But then obviously nothing will top the king that is package travel. We love it.
So much. That's to do with the EU Travel Directive, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Section 9 EU Travel Directive. Love that. Check us out. Which actually says that you can transfer your travel. Like, it's in law. Promise we're not lying. You can literally look it up. Like, you can. Yeah, big promise. But anyway, like Forbes did a study and found that 80% of travel was actually transferable anyway.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Backing me up there.
Yeah. But I guess it does kind of raise the point that it does depend on the package and the product. Not all holidays are covered by that. So I guess it's just reading the fine print and understanding which you can transfer and which you can't.
Yeah, definitely. Again, that's just like going back to like your provider terms. So anything that's kind of all the fine print that no one actually ever reads.
No,
like all the boring stuff. All the terms and conditions. To be fair, I think you can give them a call and you can just message them or whatever. And like, I don't think that they'd be reluctant as such, but obviously like if you're transferring it to someone else, they're losing out a little bit of money if it's non-refundable and you're cancelling it. So I think definitely it's just in terms of like doing your research before you do it.
I think it's so important as well to be able to kind of recoup some of that money that you would have lost with the cancellation anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really good, bringing it back on the user as well, and we're not wasting travel.
Exactly.
So that's important too.
And then I suppose sometimes when you're doing it, it's not so much as barriers, but name changes and stuff like that. I think that's a massive thing.
Yeah, name change fees. I mean, it's different between flights where you can say charge £100 for a name change to change the name of the flight, whereas hotels are free normally. Generally, sometimes they will charge. But I guess this kind of disparity in both costs kind of is conflicting for the user and the consumer who's buying it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it shows a bit of lack of consistency.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And I guess this damages trust.
Oh, 100%. But then obviously, like, I think it goes back to then it's if you are going from like a pre-loved like kind of marketplace.
Yeah.
I think trust is a massive factor in it anyway. Like, you are putting your trust in a marketplace or like in someone else basically, because you are purchasing their travel.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit scary if you think about it.
A little bit scary.
Crazy. But I suppose just like buying someone's t-shirt.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And Vinted, place like Vinted and eBay, they've done it. They've shown that it works.
Exactly.
So the model can be definitely applied to travel as well.
Why not transfer your travel?
Why not? Transfer it.
Do it
right now.
Yeah, right now.
Do it. What's your understanding about ATOL and ABTA?
So ATOL and ABTA. So ATOL's for your package holidays, your package trips. I suppose the main protection that you get from that is kind of like insolvency, things like that, which I suppose from COVID you definitely need.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought there was a pandemic? That's
came out of nowhere.
Honestly, just crept upon us. So yeah, that's great for your protection for that. Whereas ABTA works slightly differently. So ABTA, it's basically the same, but it's not for package travel. So it'll be for like rail cruises.
Okay.
Rail and cruises.
Perfect.
That's what it's for.
Okay, interesting. And is that on the consumer to figure out how to claim it, use it, or is it on the provider?
That's the annoying thing. I think quite a lot of this is like, as a consumer, like, you need to know your stuff. I feel like it's something that's so like blasé. Like, to be fair, until I started working in travel, I had no idea. I was like,
no, I didn't.
Because you just wouldn't ever know. You wouldn't think to.
No.
I don't know, unless you do love reading fine prints. I can't say that's me.
I don't.
No, but yeah, I think ATOL protections wise, I suppose, like, even like I bought a Jet2 holiday and it was ages ago. It was actually like just after COVID. Like, I'd gone and I was supposed to go to Ibiza. Love that.
Nice.
So I'd got that, and then obviously like you get your ATOL protection included with that as the package travel holiday. So you know, all your protections are in line. If you get your travel insurance, you are good to go.
Yeah.
Whereas like when it came through, you get the certificate.
Okay.
Like the ATOL certificate.
Oh, they send it to you?
They literally send it to you.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously, hopefully you never need it.
No.
But if you need it, it's there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. So that was just like a brief little overview.
Yeah.
Hopefully giving a little bit more information on something that is fairly tricky to kind of wrap your head around.
Yeah, no,
but
definitely.
yeah.
No, thank you so much.